Hi Esther, it's Wednesday. Segueing straight into part 1 of like 3, possibly 4. 1. Your punishment. And so here's what you're going to do, because it's comparable to the rap. You are going to have to sing me a song. This song, you're going to have to compose yourself. I don't care if it rhymes or whatever. But there are 2 stipulations. First stipulation. It's going to have to be an Old English, aka Shakespearean accent. So I want to hear some these, thous, my lady, hearken, worm tongue, rapskillion. You don't have to insult me, but you can if you want. There's some really cool Shakespearean quote or insults. Number 2, the words are gonna have to be at least 60 seconds long. And I'll probably pull out my stopwatch, so you should probably count too. 3, 3.5. You have to do it on your ukulele. You have to come up with the words, Shakespearean, 60 seconds, ukulele. I know you can do it. And you can have, doesn't have to be next Wednesday, but by the following Friday after that, your next 2 movie week, you're going to have to do this. So I suggest you work on it at some point in time. Point number 2, the question you asked, or was that 3? I think that was 2. When was the last time I was truly, truly, truly happy? I took my car and a book that I've been reading, just in case you're interested. It's got this really cool cover of junk food, and it is called The Savage Girl by Alex Shakar. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Anyway, I took this book and went up onto mountain campus and went on top of the mountain on mountain campus and parked my car on the edge where it's overlooking the landscape and the scenery and some pastures and a lake, and it's a beautiful spot. And I just read for about 30 minutes. I had my windows open, the air going through, just read for a little while. And I guess it was not too long after work, so the sun wasn't down yet, and it wasn't quite setting. I could have stayed for the sunset, but I got hungry. But I just sat there and read, and then I think I sat quietly for 10 or 15 minutes and just watched everything around me. And it reminds me of my place, because I'm just a very, very small person on this very, very big planet. But then you see all these interactions of these, like, leaves blowing and grass growing and water on the pond, and they're just small, tiny little things that make the world such a beautiful, fantastic place. So I'm very little and probably, unimportant in the grand scheme of things. It's that very fact that I am so small that just makes life such a beautiful thing, because just the way I interact has a tiny effect that affects nothing but everything at the same time. And I remember that when I'm by myself somewhere, usually looking at some type of scenery. I usually do that at the beach, because, I live on the beach. And so that was my last truly happy moment, because there's just moments of just contentment and peace. Books, because that's what I was talking about, books I'm reading. What about books you're reading? First question, what was the last book that you read that you really enjoyed? For part B for that, what is one book that you have read that it may be well known, or maybe it's not well known at all, but it's really influenced you, it's changed something you thought about a different way, or you just really, really loved it and you would love other people to read this book. You feel like other people should read this book. I'll see you on Friday. Esther made a video, links in the sidebar. Isn't it ironic that on the day I give out a punishment, I get punished myself? Fail, I'm late.